You check your phone, not because you need anything, not even because you're bored. You check it because what if? What if someone messaged you? What if something happened in the world? What if you're falling behind, missing out, being forgotten, but nothing has happened? Or rather, everything has. The moment passed. Your focus, your peace, your breath, gone. Traded for a tiny screen full of noise. You put the phone down, and 10 minutes later, you pick it up again. What we call connection often feels like a safety net. But if you're honest with yourself, doesn't it feel more like a trap? A loop? An invisible thread you can't stop pulling, even though it frays your nerves with every scroll. We live in a world where the feed is endless, and so is the unrest. And yet, we keep returning to it. Why? Because the human nervous system wasn't designed for this. Not for thousands of faces in a day. Not for headlines screaming catastrophe. Not for the comparison of lives we barely understand. Our brains were built for a village, but we're living in a digital coliseum. So when you feel anxious, overwhelmed, constantly on edge, that's not a glitch. That's your body trying to protect you, trying to make sense of an unnatural flood of stimuli. You're not irrational. You're overloaded. And in that overload, something strange happens. You start to dissolve. Not physically, but psychologically. Piece by piece, you trade your quiet thoughts for content. Your intuition for algorithms. Your identity for a profile. You start performing. Even when you think you're just sharing, you filter your life. You filter your emotions. Until the version of you online becomes more curated than real. More consistent. More likable. Less alive. And that's the hidden cost of constant connectivity. Not just distraction, but distortion. The platforms know this. They weren't designed to serve you. They were designed to keep you. Every like is a lever. Every notification a nudge. You are not just using your phone. It is using you. Your mind becomes a slot machine. Scroll. Pause. Refresh. Reward. It feels harmless, even entertaining. But it slowly rewires your relationship with emotion itself. You're not addicted to your phone. You're addicted to the idea of being seen, of being affirmed, of being relevant. And the scariest part? It doesn't even feel like violence. It feels like passing time, like background noise, like nothing. But that nothing is replacing your life, moment by moment. You didn't choose to be anxious. You were nudged into it. Subtly, constantly, quietly. But what if anxiety isn't the problem? What if it's a signal? Not a flaw in your brain, but a flare from your deeper self, telling you that something is off. That your environment, your digital world, is misaligned with your nature. That the noise is too loud. That you need silence, not more stimulation. This is where digital minimalism comes in. Not as a productivity trick, not as a trendy detox, but as liberation, because this isn't about efficiency. It's about sovereignty, about remembering that your mind, your time, your attention, they're yours, and they are sacred. Imagine this, a day without the feed, without the subtle pressure to document, to react, to prove. A day where you let yourself be bored, where your thoughts aren't interrupted by someone else's. Boredom, that thing you've been told to avoid, is not emptiness. It's soil. And when it's undisturbed, ideas grow there. Stillness grows there. Peace returns there. Digital minimalism is not about rejection. It's about design. Not abstinence, but architecture. You don't have to disappear from the digital world, but you do need boundaries. A philosophy of use. A reason for every app, every tap, every scroll. Because the more intentional you become, the more free you feel. And the less your life is shaped by devices that don't have your best interest in mind. You might worry, will I miss out? Will people forget me? Will the world keep moving without me? Yes, and that's okay. Because the truth is, the world won't miss you, but you will miss yourself. And if you keep choosing the feed over your own mind, you will slowly forget what it feels like to be fully here, fully present, fully you. But it's not too late. You don't need to delete everything forever. You just need to remember what it feels like to be whole. To wake up and not reach for a device. To sit in silence without fidgeting. To feel your own thoughts and not rush to escape them. So try it. Not as a punishment, but as a gift. Give yourself 24 hours. No social apps. No infinite scroll. Just you and whatever rises in the quiet. Watch how your breathing changes. How your mind slows. How time stretches open again. This isn't about quitting the world. It's about returning to it. With clarity, with intention, with self intact. You don't need more input. You need more space. And sometimes, the most radical act of self-care is logging out.